We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button, tell me you watch this video, helps out the YouTube channel, and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with CEI, and CEI is trying to fight back up based off the 30-minute. We're going to look at 42 vision on the 30-minute and 1 day for CEI stock. And we're going to talk about what these bars mean here and what it actually entails moving forward. We still need to watch it carefully, but there is something that 42 Vision is showing that might be an opportunity. We just have to see how volume turns out in the next following days. But we're going to break it all down here in this video. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the 2 home run opportunities that I mentioned this morning over at the Discord that turned out to be phenomenal, guys. And if that's something that interests you, you can become part of it as well. Check out the link down below in the description, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. And we're going to jump right into it here with CEI. The home runs of the day were spectacular, and even though the S&P 500 index continues to pull down lower and portfolios are in the red or sitting sideways, I will continue to look for opportunities daily, and this is something you can become part of as well. We strive for opportunities of home runs like today every single day, and by joining you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the stocks I mentioned this morning: NTRB, RRD, and GWH. RRD turned out to be our worst performer, giving small jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%. But let's go ahead and look at these home runs, how they performed, and when I mentioned them. So GWH was sitting sideways and starting to pull itself up and picking up volume in the pre-market. When I mentioned it, it was around $13.40, and it hit highs here of nearly $29, giving a highest point of 100% plus. And here you can see it with 42 Vision, a clear move of strength. And even in the moments of weakness with the red borders, you can see it there. It still stayed green, and it still continued to push up, hitting newer highs and new resistance levels and breaking out with strength. Now, the other home run of the day was NTRB. This one was a little bit different. It had dipped and it jumped up and consolidated, and towards the bell it fell, and you can see her again with 42 Vision, which you can gain access to as well by joining the 42 Vision tier level. It brings out the clarity in the charts. You can see the weakness here until it finally did a transition and shift, and it took off to a highest point of 25% plus in a matter of minutes, guys. This is what we strive for every day. You can become part of this as well. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into the charts. So here we are with CEI, and CEI continues to pull down lower, and it's fighting to bring itself back up. So I stated earlier in the video how these candlesticks here are very important and what they can signify. Usually when they come up, there is a opportunity based off of 42 Vision for a possible turnaround if volume picks up. As you can see here, it needs to have more green bars and the momentum can start going upwards. The reason being is because this is extreme weakness. The last time those came up, it actually fell down for some time, but once that reversal started, right, that it went back up to red with green borders, it started to push upwards, and we saw it run for about 2 days, and that's what's happening here. We already got our red with green borders. The question is, could it hold up and push itself up to newer highs? Now that's on the 30-minute. If we go macroly right here, you could see how things are shifting and trying to do a curvature, right? That's why it's so important to look at this from a micro and macro perspective. In this case and in this scenario, after falling down for so many days, it is actually trying to get itself back up. But on the bigger picture of things, things do not look as strong as we would see it at these levels. And we're going to break down some of the reasons why this stock, CEI stock, can actually start pushing upwards to newer highs if this reversal comes with momentum and strength, and can possibly even create a short squeeze. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment. But let's look here at the 1 day so we can actually break down the reason why, when you look at it from the bigger picture, even though in the micro things are looking like it's trying to reverse, in the bigger picture it is just showing weakness. And the main thing right now is the fact that this tried going from a red candlestick to green with red borders to green with green borders, and all of a sudden things have shifted right back down, which is what we've seen the last several days, going downwards to the most recent lows. And if this shifts back towards red candlestick on the 1 day, no matter what's going on the micro, which means 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute candlesticks and charts, this is in weakness mode and it might pull back even more. But let's look at it once again on the 30-minute, and let's look at the data that is possibly creating the frenzy of a reversal here to possibly go up higher if it comes with momentum and strength and the bulls buckle up and break through resistance levels. The first thing is that short shares are actually being covered as we speak. There's 800,000 of them as the last update shows. And then also you can see here the short volume turning into lower numbers. That goes ahead and shows how much covering is happening, because only 33% of the short volume of the day have actually been shorts. Usually it's in the 60s, 50s, and 40s. That is a pretty low number, and the lower this goes and the higher this goes, the more covering is happening, and also the more availability of short shares, the more the shorts are actually forced to turn into bulls, and this is going to push it up even higher if the bulls come in and participate. The only thing I do not like is the days to cover, guys. It is 0.04. You know what that means? The shorts can get in and out of their positions quickly and reposition as shorts. But what's interesting is they have actually covered today and the short shares are available. And in the last days, they have been doing less and less. And if today it's around the 30s or even less, that is a clear sign that shorts are actually covering and staying covered, even though they have the flexibility to go ahead and become shorts again, to push it even lower. That's their strategy. That's how they've done this. How it goes up a little bit, brings it back down, goes back up, brings it back down, and they just keep on putting the pressure. But based off of technicals right now, this is trying to reverse, and if it does, the shorts that are covering are staying covered, and this may push up even higher. Now, if this starts to go lower, then they're actually using the flexibility to their advantage, and they're actually covering and then going ahead and turning into shorts again. But let's read this article that actually came out today, right, about the 5 short squeeze candidates to watch. And they talk about some on here on this list, but let's focus on CEI. So CEI rejoins the Fintel top 5 list with a score of 93.62. Short interest on the company increased by 585% to 25.5 million shares over the last 2 weeks. The company was in the spotlight recently with a new short report from, obviously, that location capital. And over the last month, CEI shares have gone from 150 to highs of 485. So they're basically talking about how it dipped below $1 after the short report, and the short interest is super high, and it is in the top 5 on the list of the scores. Okay, and when you look at it here, the only thing I do not like is the days to cover. The days to cover gives the shorts the amount of flexibility that they need and they want to do what they want, how they want, when they want. But if the bulls ramp up and hold this up, and 42 vision, as we see here, it's going from extreme weakness, and volume continues to come up, and the bulls continue to push it up with momentum, and we continue to see transitions, there's going to be more shorts that are going to get forced to cover, and either they'll stay covered or they're going to try to do their tactic of getting covered, then going back into shorts and getting trapped again. And as you can see it here, there's the shift, guys. It's not going back down. It is trying to push up. The next part of this puzzle, which if you have 42 vision, which you can gain access to by joining the 42 vision tier level, you would see then a green candlestick, right? Just like right here. That is going to be a clear sign of a possible transition, right, from weakness into the middle of the weakness into strength, and we'll want to see some type of movement like that one in that piece of the puzzle adding up here, guys. So CEI is fighting, and what do the bulls need to break through to reach newer highs? The first thing is they want to stay above the lows here of 138. If they break through that, the bears and shorts are dominating, and they're going to continue to put pressure on bringing this one down. Now the high of the day is 161. That is what the bulls want to break through and turn into a support to reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and push away from that resistance level after turning it into a support and continuing that staircase effect. But that is not the key level. The next key level would be up here at 184, even 190, to break away and get closer to $2. And there's a lot of shorts at those levels that could end up getting trapped and could create a possible short squeeze opportunity.